tarot readings as a way to connect with all of you on this miraculous and hardcore life experience. So I've randomly been getting into like NDEs videos and experiences. One of my really tight friends has been through his own, and I guess, our phones hear us and whatnot, and now I'm being advertised. But it's actually bringing me a lot of peace for whatever reason, and I'm finding these people's transformational stories and just how amazing the body is, like as a tool for the soul to have this experience. So, let's start with Aries. I am going to move through all signs. Patreons get the first access, ad free. Certainly with the weeklies and the monthlies. So the monthlies, I do individual readings for all signs. These weeklies, I do a video, maybe two, but we will work through all signs. I do appreciate the time stampers. And I appreciate, obviously, subscribes and your comments and your involvement and presence here. It is really, really mega appreciated. It's such a wild ride doing this internet thing. And some of you have been my mates for a while now. So thanks for being a friend. Let's start with Aries. Divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention with tarot. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Great energy here, Aries. So this is a healing that warrants a celebration or a dream fulfillment. I mean, there's a lot of cups here, celebratory energy in the Three of Cups, but it feels also work-oriented or creative project-oriented as well. And then there's the sense of, I feel like pretty, like a grounded, but like a pretty cool excitement here. And the Temperance is like, just stay balanced, I guess, within this successful, definitely some sort of wish fulfillment, like big time. I'm going to leave it there because that's exciting and that's enough for a week's energy read. FYI, I often do that. Private readings, I almost always, but not every time, I almost always will pull from all of the decks. And then in these week readings, I'll just follow the good old intuition. Okay, Taurus, let's go. Taurus, divine guidance and loving clarity for my Taurian lover supreme. A lot of cups coming through these readings, so there's emotions could be running high, or there could be a lot of emotional discernment going on. Certainly discernment is required here. Okay. Honestly, this reading feels like somebody's getting quite nervous. I feel like there could be either a proposal or even like an engagement, or those events that happen after you've been engaged, or the approach to the actual event of a wedding. Interestingly, it's almost like you've been maybe in a long-standing relationship and you could be engaged or with this person, and it's almost this energy of having cold feet. Did I make the right decision? Am I really going to move forward? It looks like you're going to move forward because the Four of Wands is in the upright, but emotionally there's like a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's not very clear, and there's a doubt energy, like doubting the decision one has made. I mean, interestingly, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a major time for you, Taurus. And as far as like, a decision to be in a loving connection or something along those lines. Hello, Mark, what up? This is Taurus. Thank you. Nice one, dude. And in a sense, it's a wheel and it's going round and round. So whether it's up or whether it's down, it doesn't, to me, really matter. It's just that there could be a lot of anxiety around this event. Maybe it's that too. Like you could be the organizer of an event and it's like on the approach and you're like, oh my God. But it feels more committal or kind of relationship oriented or creativity. Like, am I gonna, am I not? Did I make the right decision? There's definitely an umming and an awing and a triggering that's making you question, did I make the right decision? And again, I would trust it because the Four of Wands is like high vibe, right? Four of Wands upright, people coming together, celebrating, balance, foundations. matching energy, right? Okay, now we're going to go to Gemini. Gemini reading for the Holishajams. For the Holishazammers. Divine guidance and love and clarity. Divine guidance and love and clarity. We're going to go on to the Gemini. Love is supreme. Burritos. Oh, Lord. I almost want to shuffle that again. Although they have been shuffled, they're in the upright. There is a cup. It's like a new cup of love, and then sudden just like lots going on. Making an offer, receiving an offer of love, and then being busy, having a lot going on, having a lot to manage. There could be a child involved with this situation. I think you're trying to like hold it together emotionally, Gemini. With that King of Cups, it would appear that you are holding it together. It just could be... I'm shuffling. Oh my God, I just shuffled. I'm shuffling again. That was a Wheel of Fortune upright, which I just pulled for the Taurus folks. Although I'm still going to take that. I'm still going to interpret that Wheel of Fortune because it came through, right? In that Wheel of Fortune, there's the kid. There's lots going on emotionally. There's possibly this new offer coming in emotionally as well, like a new love. Maybe after a phase of dating laws or trying to figure out like what you want from a partner, and then there's an offer, and or there could be a message from a child come through. The Wheel of Fortune, things could be getting more positive for us, as in the wheel is there, it's going round and round, right? And all these cards are in the upright, so this feels like a positive turn. For some of you, you could be considering moving. There could be this feels like a substantial move for some of you, like a big leap. For some reason, like possibly going to a different country or something like this. And then something's sort of making me think. So there's this Page of Swords reverse. I'm aware that sometimes the Page of Swords can be researchers or people, or like in the nice way possible, the way we sometimes stalk people online. Just like sideline. It's like somebody's watching you from afar, I'm hearing. And they're trying to be discreet. I don't get like a dark nefarious energy. This could be somebody that's a little bit isolated, keeping an eye on you, watching you from afar. Who is that Page of Swords? Oh, okay, so it's more likely like somebody on the other side, actually, Gemini. This is a Queen of Cups, and the messages I'm getting, like, they're in the beyond, right? But they're watching over you, that Queen of Cups, through that Page of Swords, hence Page of Swords reverse. You're not going to get an email from this person. This is somebody who is like, I don't know, on the other side, in the angelic realms, in the multidimensional realms, not in a physical body, but they're connected to you. So again, mother, grandmother. It feels very motherly, feels mega, mega loving. They're like watching over you because possibly there's this leap, this move, this change of, it's almost like this change of foundation. And for some of you, it's via the healing you've done as well. Nice one, Mark. Okay, so let's get into, oopsie daisy. Oh, I apologize. That's not very nice, is it, to get slammed onto my keyboard halfway through a read? Okay, so... Oh, did she? Gemini energies. Oh, hello. Beautiful. Beautiful little energies coming through. It doesn't always... Yeah. Beautiful. Let's crack on. So, Cancer. Let's go, Cancer. Let's go, Cancer. Let's go. Bop, bop. Divine guidance, love and clarity. Here we are. Again, September is a flying by. Cancer is like rising into full power. You might be moving around a lot. There's some speed and action. There's some Two of Cup love vibratory happening here, Cancer. You could be exiting a situation, or somebody could be exiting a situation, a romantic situation, coming into sovereignty for the magician for some creative reason. Yeah, tower coming down. As in there could be some sudden shifts and morphs and changes in a relationship dynamic. It could be a professional creative dynamic, it could be, of course, romantic, it could be friendship, but it's a intimate one, it's a match one, it's a sharing a lot of intimate energy type of dynamic. And it night one, somebody's like, ooh, somebody's possibly leaving after this tower moment, but the magician energy is highlighting like one's choosing oneself, one's choosing one's creative power, right? Magician is like one person knowing they got all the tools. That, what's that expression, between a rock and a hard place? I'm getting that kind of energy. Somebody here is between a rock and a hard place, and it could be that there's a certain relationship that's what's got to give, that kind of energy. However, the night, I interpret energy the way we interpret it via tarot, obviously. And night energy, we all have shadows and shades and ups and downs. Now, this is somebody who's possibly going to leave a dynamic, but they could come back, right? This person's in the upright, but it's almost like this person has a lot of stuff to sort out. And obviously, they feel that they have to sort it out on their own. Take it how it resonates, Cancer. This could be you within the dynamic as well. Like, I've got too much to sort out to show up in a really lovely connection, right? To show up in the way that this connection deserves. This is in the upright. This is a positive connection. But you or the other person is like, I got shit to sort out. I'm gonna have to go do that. And there's like an empowerment process taking place here. So again, no, like, icky vibes, just no, right. It's more to do with the fact that you or the other person might not see it coming, okay? It's like putting the whole happily ever after with somebody on hold for a bit, which is always like a bit sticky, but it's like something you can't see. So intuitively, it's like maybe something you can't see or the other person can't see. So trust the process, right? In as far as like if it's meant to be, there's definitely this potential here. This is great, Cancer. There's definitely a lot of potential here. Let's crack on with the next sign, shall we? Which would be Leo. I woke very early this morning, as I often do, and the sun maybe was gently peeking, but not. It was pretty dark out, and there was a teeny bit of a crescent moon because we do have a new moon. No, yes, we have a new moon in Virgo in a few days. So that moon is just waning, about to go black, and then I thought, oh, and Venus is the morning star, so I checked, and Venus was just there, right down from the moon. A nice little moment, with the sky. And then I found Jupiter over on the other side, and yeah, it was a lovely moment because I had, weirdly or not, but I had that intention a few days ago of like, I want to see Venus in the morning sky because I live in England, and all in all, in the grand scheme of weather patterns, England's pretty sweet, actually. But it is overcast and it can be gray for substantial days. So getting to see the night sky isn't always an option, right? Anywho, let's crack on. We'll get in with the Leo lovers. Okay, Leos, for September 10th to 17th. Leo, divine guidance and loving clarity for my Leos. Releasing a heavy burden. Putting the work in. Cutting something out. Cutting something out, putting the work in, laying the burden down. Leos, and that's you, Strength card. Leos, this could have been something pretty challenging, or just like you put everything you got into like a work thing, a creative project. You've definitely needed your strength here. What's this Ace of Swords? Ace of Swords reverse, two of them. Oh, do you know what I'm getting here, Leo? This is almost like feeling like resistance. It's like this shiny new perspective wants to offer you a new beginning, and you're like, I have to work. I have a burden and I have to work it till it's worth it, or something like this. But I'm feeling resistance. I'm like, no, you don't. Lay it down. Yeah, Lovers reverse. Actually, do you know, like, there's layers on this one. You're doing all right. You're focused, like, on a certain level. You could be exuding a lot of success and boldness, right? But it almost feels like you're getting a bit exhausted. Like, a new perspective wants to come in within you, but you're so focused on the work that you're not maybe seeing it. And I feel with the 10 of Wands, like, your body's probably pretty tired, and like but you've been in such a routine of grafting and working that it's actually really hard. It's like the Lover's energy within you could be signaling, like, take a break, take a little haul with the family or partner or for yourself or whatever. And you're like, no. But this, like, new perspective wants to knock on your door. And I feel like things will get easier if you embrace this perspective, which with the Lover's reverse makes me think it's something to do about self-love. Creating more, generating more. It's like, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, right? But it's like you're focused, so it's almost like obsessively about the pentacle. Another Ace of Swords reversed. There's a big change wanting to come in here. Or something that I can't see in the cards, like something that's coming in. Could come around the back or come through the back door kind of thing, but what's big shifts. So some big players coming in here as well. Some of you, I feel, might be attracting investment opportunity. Some of you might be kind of graduating into a new status bracket in the work life. This super work oriented, and yet within that workhorse vibe, there's like this resistance. But I still feel like there's an empowerment piece, like you could really be coming into a greater sense of power. Leader as well. Like, I feel like this is possibly like a big career change or a big evolution. Being like, yes, I finally did it. And like, you're feeling incredibly powerful. Emperor energy. Tentacles. You're like, it's almost like you've done it. You have worked incredibly hard to achieve something. And now it's like just putting the brakes on and letting yourself take a bit of a chill. I think that's true too. Like High Priestess, there's some sort of signaling. It might be intuitive, right? There's some sort of messaging coming through. It's like, okay, you did it. It's time to take a break now. There's a lot, because if you just keep going on that level, you could end up kind of overexhausting yourself or having like burnout or whatever. Okay, Leo, let's move on now. We're gonna get into our amazing Virgo lovers. Virgos. Divine guidance and loving clarity for Virgo love is supreme. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity for the Virgos. Something possibly in the dark that you're not going to see coming, Virgo, coming in for this week. It could be a proposal or something significant. It could, maybe not a proposal as such, but like an invitation to a party. Let's get clarity. So there's this Knight of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, they're looking good so far, dude. Thank you so much. That's the Virgo symbol for sure. So it could be like a graduation. The Four of Wands over there definitely feels like an invitation to go out, to join this party. But then there's like this battle energy. Resistance to moving forward. This could be somebody that's in a bit of a sort of like toxic cycle around moving forward. Like they want to move forward, but then they doubt, and then they're in this like anxiety loop of should I, shouldn't I, and okay, no, I won't, but yes, I will, or something. They're in their own mental prison essentially, right? Going round and round. I mean, you might be going through this. It could be about love as well. Or suitors, people in your life, opportunities. And for some of you, Virgo, it's almost like just probably just being still and kind of figuring out what you want. The world is in your hand. It's like you're creating your own opportunities. And I think rather than going back or thinking, rather than going back or doubting your ability to move forward, you're like, okay, I'm just going to look at the different options before thinking I have to move forward. There's a lot of conflicted energy here, Virgs. You might be feeling a little like excitable. You might, again, just want to rush forward. You could be getting messages from other people as well that are prompting some of this like back and forth, do I, don't they? But again, it's kind of creating a bit of anxiety or inner battle energy. I feel like you've already taken this new beginning as well. You've already had this new start. Now you're like, whoa, okay, whoa, I've got to ground myself. I've got to get clear. I've now got to look on like, so I took that new beginning, and now how to create more. That's another energy too. So remember, there's this idea of like an invitation. Another energetic from that Four of Wands is like, you've created a lot. You've gone to a certain point. You're in a bit of a loop, possibly with a lover or like a child maybe, but it feels more like love or friends, or just like life in general just feels a bit like groundhog or like on a loop, but there's anxiety there about the loop because you're not sure how to break free from the loop. You're like, okay, I just gotta sit tight, focus on the vision, look out on the horizon, and it feel into what that celebratory with foundations looks like, honeymoon card, or maybe if you're wanting to engage or wanting to get proposed to or something, that you're looking at the horizon and clearly intending and seeing that future vision for yourself and then taking decisive action. That feels more appropriate. Yeah, because if these are different people coming back or coming around from the past as well. Some of them want a new start, some don't. Final message there. Okay, let's move on. Libra. Divine guidance and loving clarity for Libra. Divine guidance and loving clarity for Libras. Things are going to shift here. Libra, this energy is like you being quite held back, keeping things close to your chest, keeping your ideas to yourself, not expressing too much, and not probably spending too much either. But the Moon card with the Wheel of Fortune supporting your energy here feels like this is a divine timing sort of thing. I often think of like trading or investments and stuff with the Four of Pentacles as well, as in somebody who's got a little bit of money to invest in or play around with, but they're wise. They don't want to make an impulsive decision. They don't want to just throw the money away. So like, okay, I'm going to sit on this. What what do I really want? And there's like deliberation, consideration, possible meetings or whatever. But again, things are quite close knit. So there might not be a lot of people in your life that know about what you're thinking or what you're making decisions about what to do. Exactly. Like this is all probably dreamy or vibrational, right? Like you're intending, you're brewing and thinking and pondering. Not a lot of other people might see, but you might not see either. That might be part of that withdrawal. Is like your the moon. It's like connecting to other energies and allowing the wheel of like there's something. It's like there's a very sort of a seriousness or a groundedness of the Four of Pentacles, but also this sort of psychic energy with the moon and a very in trust and like I am one with divine kind of energy with the Wheel of Fortune, like not even worried about it, just sitting pretty, knowing that the cosmic wheel will continue to go round, thus bringing new situations, things into your life in appropriate timing. So there's actually a quite nice sense of trust here as well. Okay, Libra, good card, or good cards rather. Let's move on now for Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. I very rarely say that, do I? Because to me, it's like if you resonate with any of the different signs, you can holla the messages. Scorpio, divine guidance and love and clarity for the Scorpios. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my Scorpios. Ooh, happy, happy, happy life. 10 of Cups, Scorpio. Beautiful. After some Holla Shazam losses, maybe you might be, intriguing. Pain. There's some grief here, Scorpio. Into like a joyful, happily ever after. Could just be working out some underlying issues in a long-standing relationship. There is a situation moving forward for you. This is definitely connected to the home. As in, there's some grieving, there's conflict, and then grief and loss, right with this communication. There could be communication to help resolve this underlying anxiety, which is just causing grief, or like in a dynamic where you're just fighting back and forth, which is just causing more emotional despair and grief. Four of Pentacle reverse makes me feel like there's just got to be a shift in communication. Somebody's finally going, like, as in, we do that in relation. Sometimes we harbor things and then they just like explode out and end in tears or something like this. And yet they're helping to clear an energetic, right? They're helping to clear a buildup of something that whatever, because the wands again is our energy and then the cups are emotion. So it's like the fire, that conflict, and then finally, oh my God, no, I can't. And then there's a kind of, it's like finding the harmony to move forward, right? Finding maybe the common ground, or it's just somebody finally going, oh my God, this has to end. This has to end. Something, and then that, but I often think like they think we're, and they are, right? Like endings can mean divorces, separations, etc. But it's almost like ending a certain cycle and then there's a rebirth or renewal. And I really like to keep it in the framework of like, if it's the right dynamic and if it's the right situation, the right person, the right for our highest potential, if that's a trajectory that we're choosing to be on, that the communication, the pain, the fighting, whatever, is often helping us to resolve these underlying energies. And then the same relationship, aspects of that relationship can die and be reborn. So that's how I see, long-standing relationships aren't perfect. It's just that those two people kept choosing to work through things. really challenging things, right? Relationships that survive cheating and like the worst thing some of us think that anyone's can do, and people choose to be there for one another, which is, you know, honorable, I guess, or just, you know, that's lovely. Yeah, no doubt. There, Scorpio, there is some sort of large karmic healing cycle that has taken place and or is taking place, that if there is any doubt, it's like it is leading you forward to your happy life. There's children here, you're, you know, happy couple celebrating their happy life, holla Shazam. So it's almost like this card's meant to be like, trust in the process and keep the faith. You will be guided forward. And then sometimes we just end up in these sorts of clusterfucks of life, you know, which is normal. So let's go. Sagittarius. Yeah. My Sagittarian lovers, you guys are so supremely awesome. I adore you massively. Let's go. Divine guidance and loving clarity from my Saggies. Divine guidance and loving clarity for the Sagittarians. Let's go. You you guys might have been through a move, and now there's, and like super exciting, happy to be in this new enviro, but then there's a little bit of needing to like reset, restore, nest, ground, cocoon, whatever. The lover's energy often does signal to me like the premium self-care to unify those three aspects of like the masculine, feminine, and the God, or the, or like, yeah, this, the Holy Spirit, the spirit source, right? So definitely coming into greater balance here. But there's a direct link. So those of you who have moved recently or maybe are moving, just beware of your vital energy. For some reason, those combine make me think of like just that slight exhausted feeling that if we never address that can lead to things like burnout. I don't feel there's burnout here. I feel like you're choosing to look after yourself because you're wiped out from moving, or yeah. Moving to calmer waters. For some of you, it's like for some of you, I'm actually getting this little bit of a fleeing situation, like finally breaking free from a slightly abusive situation, whether at home or in the workplace or creative life. You're moving to calmer waters. There is a sense, only for some of you, right? Because this is just one little sort of energy stamp of this reading, but taking yourself to calmer waters after a move, moving away from it, right? Something that you needed to move away from. Somebody that wasn't probably helping you love yourself, maybe, or somebody that just didn't really fully support you. And this is actually helping you to embrace more of who you are. Yeah, ooh, baby. Sagittarius, more power in that. There, okay, you might feel a bit weak right now, but this will shift in more. If you're, as that energy clears, as you flow forward, there will be that sense of like, I am being divinely guided and protected. And then eventually coming into this full blown Empress mode, really feeling magnetic, being magnetic, charismatic, grounded, abundant, really juicy. And for some of you, this could actually be somebody coming into your life, somebody that you channel, I'm hearing, for some reason. For some of you, what's the word? Like mentor, healer, benefactor, angel investor. Like this could be you graduating into this sort of expansive Empress energy. But for some of you, this is like moving to calmer waters, healing and restoring in this new enviro, and then possibly attracting in somebody very abundant and beautiful that can probably somehow help you continue on this journey ahead. Okay. Let's go. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Divine guidance and loving clarity for my Cappies. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Thanks so much, Mark. Super appreciation, vibration. I'm going to check settings as well and just make sure. I wonder if I can do that. Anyway, it's super awesome of you. Okay, Capricorn, divine guidance and loving clarity for my Cappies. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Money, money. In a rich man's world. There's some sort of foundational money Shazam going down. I need more clarity for this Capricorn energy. This is interesting because there's Empress reversed with Queen of Wands reversed, Page of Cups. Like getting a message, but something's off skis, Caps. I'm not sure what. And then there was all those pentacles. I didn't pull them. This is weird. So the more readings I do, right? And one thing that I've become aware of, which I spoke to a mentor about actually, because I was like, what's going on? I can't seem to like ever. So sometimes in readings, it's almost like, especially if the client, person being read for, is asking, and it is usually pertained to someone else's well-being, like so-and-so isn't feeling great, or how is this person's health? And there could be very kind of general messages and energies that come through, but like no specific energy of like this person is dying or not, right? It's like, which when I spoke to the mentor, they're like, yeah, that's appropriate because you're not reading for that person. As in, that's that person's sacred time. Poking around someone's energy field that's not asked you to do that, right? And so when you're doing, and in fairness, every single time that's happened in a personal reading, the people seem to accept it and then somehow move it back into their energy field. Because again, the person I'm reading for, it's like you're reading their emotional vortex, not the other person. Plus, to me, death like birth is like some of the most sacred times of one's soulful journey here on earth. So it's like, yeah, you got to respect that, Hala Shazam. I know, but I would love it to, Mark, because then I could possibly use that as the thing. Anyway, so Capricorn, I'm feeling a little bit of this in this reading for whatever reason, as far as, ooh, you're only going to give me so much info here. There's a message coming through. See, and before I saw the Three of Pentacles into the Nine of Pentacles, there's something foundational shifting here. Even in this reading for this week ahead, that Eight of Swords is like, you're not gonna see this one coming. But there is a message. There's women here, the Empress, the Queen of Wands. What are these? These people are watching you and then gonna make an offer. This is something kind of, this is like dreams or maybe things you've forgotten about. Cappy. But it is connected to your Ten of Cups. So it's connected to your well-being. It's connected to your joy. It's connected to your happily ever, etc., etc. But it's coming through all these different side angles and back doors and from people outside your normal day-to-day who be keeping an eye on you and maybe want to build something with you. And once it starts to manifest, or as these messages come in, you might start to feel a bit of relief because you're like, finally, now it's manifesting. Because the fact that Three into the Nine of Pentacles, they were reversed, that's making me think of that was the delay. Like you have been building this foundation for the length of time it would make most people, probably build the whole mountain. So you got that mega strong foundation. You can go from a 3 to a 9, but that whole process of building and creating, etc., has been massively delayed, possibly to the point of feeling like it's never coming. It's never coming in. And then message. And then, oh my God, there you are. 10 of Cups. Oh my God, dream come true. I've been totally fucking creating this and manifesting this. I just couldn't see those sprouts. I couldn't see that garden growing. And then definitely on the other side, when the work, there just could be some people's watching you. I say that lightly as far as like, the internet vibe. We all can scope people out on the internet, right? I went out last night and I saw people. It's the weirdest thing, right? Because you see people in social environments and you're like, oh my God, I know you. And then you're like, I don't know you. Or, there was two gorgeous females yesterday at this party and I was like, I recognize, but actually I think it was actually a physical, there was a actual encounter, but very, very loose. As in I met them physically, so that kind of doesn't relate to the point. However, that familiarity can come, I think, through our social engagements, because all of our faces are out there. So it's like we might just see someone's profile and be like, oh my God, I know who you are, but then we possibly don't. Fortunately, most people I do realize endeavor to be kind. So funny, the multidimensional aspects of our individual personalities. Now, I've just pulled a card and I am going to be reading for Aquarius. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my Aquarian lovers. Thanks, Mark. So FYI, this is being posted to our Patreons first. Patreons get first access, ad-free content. They also, I'm starting not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, I'll be doing just one weekly open to the public Zoom yoga sesh, 30-minute yoga sesh. So that's free for top tier Patreons. And then it's like £5 per sesh. So yeah, it's kind of more affordable to just become a Patreon, but hey ho. I just want to be able to, because people ask for the yoga, but I'm doing less and less like public yoga, so it's just a way to, yeah, share that practice, because it is legit like my savior. Aquarius rising, suns and moons. What was that accent? Russia. I don't know. I didn't pursue acting for good reason, okay? This Empress keeps shining out in these last few readings, doesn't she? For some of you, there's like a death of a cycle of like feeling mega defensive, triggery. Just for a few small like brackets here. Oh yeah, nice one. Maybe Italian. Very good. That's true. Thanks for the reminder, Mark. Like catching those replays as well. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So, okay, so there's this one layer for probably just even one person, right? But this energy is the end of a cycle and possibly a pretty profound grieving phase. This could be the loss of a soulmate, the loss of a best friend. And that I sense here with these cards that this has already happened and that you're really kind of coming to the end of a very profound grief, loss, pain, transformation, that you don't even have the energy to like fight it anymore. You're just letting go. I feel kind of like a space there and a bit of emotion. And then this is like the Emperor, and then as you rise, Aquarius, there's this Empress energy. You rise into your Empress. You become more of who you always dreamed you'd be. Shining light for others, Aquarius, I feel. Yeah, there's a sense of a loss here. For some of you, it could be a parent as well. It could be a father figure. King of Cups reversed. There's, again, we don't always get this, but there's a strong energy here of like losing someone close to us, right? Going and then having to retreat, having to withdraw, feeling like we need to because we're in pain and we're grieving the loss of someone substantial, someone from our past, probably possibly from our childhood, as in long-standing partnership, familial connection, right? And it's like the thing of like some of our wonderful familial connections who trigger us supremely and yet impact us the most when they go, as far as like, you know, nothing really prepares us for that other than living through the experience, right? That's I think part of the beauty of I want to say agnostic teachings of around like the truth is the experience we live through these bodies, right? And then we go and there's something just I probably said it too many times, but it's just something deeply transformative here. And then there's maybe this shift of into another phase of life, but it's like graduating into greater wizardry, but also beauty as well, grace, things like that. Nice getting through it. Hey, Aquarius, just moving through those energies. Another little message is coming through about family for some of you. Yeah, for some of you there's sort of a family reunion, family coming together, right? Familial restoration. All right, we're now here with our Pisces. Let's go, Pisces. Divine guidance and loving clarity for my Pisces lovers. Divine guidance and loving clarity for my Pisces. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. So supporting all of these cards, this energy is a success card. Maybe some of you are kind of hoping for that or have been asking for that. There's I'm really getting the word recognition. For some of you, you're going to get the recognition you've been asking for, deserving, or somebody sees you the way you want to be seen, that kind of energy. Recognition, being successful, wow, possibly successful in love, and or for some of you, this success in your career and or creative life. This is kind of major, or graduation or promotion, right? This is like, this success, if it's singular, is likely to move you into that energy of meeting a partner or proposing or being proposed to. So there's like, this is making me so excited. Thanks, Pisces. This is such a good, lovely finale. So let's get a little bit more clarity on a couple of these cards here, okay? So we have the Justice in the upright. I'm going to get at least one card for each pile here. The Justice is in the upright, balancing out these energies. Bosh. I think for some of you Pisces, there's been, yeah, a pretty major cycle here. Something for a lot of you has definitely come to an end. It could be a way of thinking, perceiving, seeing yourself, looking down on yourself or others, or feeling like you're being looked down on. You're like, I can't do that anymore. And then there's the shift. The Wheel of Fortune reverse is almost taking you out of this dreamy, bit of a melancholy energy, right? Like a distance, avoidance, like being slightly outside of yourself. This cycle is also coming to an end. So with Justice, the cycle of injustice is coming to an end. The cycle in the Wheel of Fortune of like pain or not feeling loved or feeling alone, right? That cycle is starting to change. And then the one that you're not going to see coming here, Pisces, Six of Cups in the reverse with that moon in the reverse. Somebody's more than likely coming into your life to support you somehow, to offer there to be like a beauty or a groundedness, a matriarchal, loving, benevolent, generous energy is coming in to guide you through this next phase of the beyond. There's something, I almost feel like this energy is like the psychic realms, and then meeting a mentor, meeting a guide, meeting somebody, or like legit meeting your guides. They talk about that in the near death experience videos. Like, apparently we all have these guides that are helping us through. We just need to ask for their help. This legit could be a guide in the multidimensional realms that are like, yo, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna, because something, there's a major shifting, major transformation in the cycles, a major ending of one phase. And I feel like it's the upturn of a positive, but there still seems to be like trouble in love, or trouble, I'm hearing like trouble in paradise, or like something that should work and feel really friendly and feel really good. Like there's something like beyond the veil that you can't see, and it's not working. It's like not seeing eye to eye or something. For some of you, you might be dealing with a fire sign. This is where, now I get it. Like, you know how other channels and readers are like, this is where we're going to go deeper into the extended readings? Sometimes I really get that, right? Where you're like, oh, what is this? And then you keep pulling on a thread and you just find more and more info. This Queen of Wands, so Pisces, there's this Queen of Wands, they're at a distance, okay? But there's definitely a connection here. Kind of dreamy, and again, this could be a guru, a teacher, I don't know, someone, because this is like past life, past karma energy. This is like someone to help you attune to your gifts, in to put it simply. Yeah, lover's energy. And there, I mean, this could be a counterpart, this could be sort of a guided connection, as it were. But there's a distance here. I don't know. Let me know if that resonates with you guys. It's Sunday, September 10th. Thank you, Mark. Thank you to all of my patrons. Massive, massive love. Looking forward to starting the yoga. We'll catch an update as and when it's convenient. I hope you sleep well, my friend. And to all of the signs, to all of the viewers here, mega heart love vibrators. Yeah, the heat wave's been amazing. It's been, so yeah, Mark's quite right. So we had, and I mentioned this earlier in the video, the weather here can be quite shite for summer vibes anyway. But there's perks to the weather here too. But I've been in the sea a few times in the last week. I'm intending to go today, probably shortly after finishing this. Get in the sea, been for a couple surfs, and yesterday I went down to the sea for like an evening event, which was, I don't know, I guess it's just part of getting old, but like, or just my own changings, where I'm like, certain things where I want them to be fun, and like I had a proper boogie, and so that's sometimes all I want is just like get down with some music and the beats, you know, by myself in the corner of a tent where I can actually dance and not be all like crammed up against people. But yeah, the heat wave's been amazing. It's the first week in all of summer, because we had a little bout of a heat wave in June, and then it slowly went downhill and essentially rained for 6 weeks from mid-July until pretty much as soon as the kids went back to school. Those poor British kiddies, they, you know, like it rains the whole summer and then they go back to school. We have a freaking heat wave. Yay, good for me, because the beaches were much emptier, which I prefer. So yeah, this is like the prime time. So I've been doing, finally got me a bit of a tan, which is great, and then been out on in the sea surfing waves, Saunton, which you've been to, Mark. So yo, have a great sleep, my friend. I'll speak to you real soon, and to the rest of you, when you get to see this Hollis Shazam myself, give me a high five. Have a great week ahead, my lovers. I can't wait to see you for the dailies, and the monthlies will be coming out from next week. Okay, speak to you soon. Take care. Bye, Mark. Peace out.